Good evening, one and all. As I think you all know, we're here for a special briefing of the Common Council by Finance Director Dave Schmidtke, presenting a budget outlook and process for the upcoming fiscal year.
I'm going to spend a couple slides on the insurance fund. This slide just gives you a sense of the trend in our overall liability losses. As you can see, we had major events in 2012. So we have our officer-involved shootings that have resulted in loss of life, as well as some vehicle accidents that have resulted in a loss of life. So that plays out in terms of both the amount of money we have to set aside in reserve from an actuarial analysis perspective, as well as what we have to set aside for current claims. And that's also borne out here. The red line is what our total liability reserves have been. It's really our other liability, like I said, in police and employment claims that have been driving the higher numbers. I also want to give you a sense of how have positions grown. It gives you a sense of how city expenditures, which are driven primarily by personnel costs, have increased over the last roughly 17 years, 18 years or so. And what we've seen is an 18% increase in positions over that period of time. If we compare that to the growth in population for the city, it's almost the same. So about 18% growth in population, 18% increase in positions. But it is focused on a few agencies. You can see by this slide, I don't think any surprise, police and fire have seen large increases in numbers, I think, to address provision of services issues. Both police and fire, in terms of percentage, it's about a 30% increase compared to that overall increase of 18%. So this is just a forecast using our model. Make some assumptions of what pay increases, health insurance, puts in the capital improvement plan. So the line that you see there is what the levy increase would be if we were to fully implement everything that's in the capital improvement plan. This really gives you a sense of how many projects and the dollar amount of those projects are in 2017 and 2018.